I realized as our group linked back to Dunny that we should not restore the city as we had planned. The once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, a testament to the hatred that had consumed them. Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang. Gazing out across the cavern, I decided to write another age, one that would help the Dunny survivors begin again, free from the tragedies of their past. So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me, I put aside that past to write a future. More than a year has gone by since I finished writing Relishon. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to that age with me. And as I imagine Yisha meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are building a new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well. A chance to learn from my mistakes and leave the past behind me once and for all.
Isn't this game just beautiful? Just look at this.
Breathtaking, isn't it? We call it Tamana. We moved here after Atreus finished writing Relishon. He wanted us to have a new home too. I'm so glad to see you. I told Atreus our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relishon, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
So this is Yishan and Catherine. Yishan is the child and Catherine is the child's mother. Catherine is married to Arthas.
You know...
So this is how we get most of the beginning of the story. So Arthas is Dani, which is like a human except they're capable of writing ages, which are like other worlds. And you can connect to these ages through link books. Here's a link book. And so he wrote a world for the Dani because the old one was destroyed. And the old one was destroyed by his sons because they were too greedy and they just took whatever they wanted. So, we only get our story from a few characters. We aren't introduced to many. And a lot of the story is just reading and solving puzzles. And through these puzzles we learn more. So this first section is just exploring, looking around, trying to find things.
Well, my friend, I see you found the Relishon book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting. Since we'll be gone a few days, I need to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relishon. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Relishon and we'll be off. Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months. No! No! Leishon!
So we have to follow him. So obviously we're going to have to follow him. Although he locked the door behind him, and there's no way to get in. At least no visible way. This is where the puzzles start, and it's going to get extremely difficult from here. So if you see a lot of jump cutting, it's probably because I'm failing at puzzles. This game is about exploring, so let's see. So it seems like there's a passage down near the coast. And how to get there? It's probably something around the edges. Ah, here it is. So, our end goal is to get this metal ball to run into that door over there. Perfect. Now we'll definitely be able to get through there. So, there's nothing much we can do here. There seems to be something over there, but there's no way to get to it with this gap in the floor. Luckily, there's a giant thing that we can use to... in that gap. There we are. Now we should be able to see what's in there. I think it's just another puzzle. Oh. Forgot to raise the ladder again. This is quite beautiful for a game made at this time. So it seems like there's a puzzle here. Let's see if we know how to solve it or not. By the looks of things, there's nothing we can do here. Maybe... is there, like, hints somewhere? Puzzle may be somewhere around hidden in this room, but I don't see the answer. The answer is probably in the middle tower, so I'm going to have to continue that. Seems like I'm going to have to go exploring. I believe this is where we meet our first creature. So we need it to open those bulbous things, but how do we get it there? I honestly do. Doesn't seem to be anything that I can do. Well, I'll be back later. No, this is unlocked. Wonder what this does. Oh, is that what it does? I believe this is an elevator, but it could be something else. This is most likely important, so I'm going to have to read this fully. One-fourth. No, 1/8. This is a combination to something. I'm going to have to remember that. There's symbols in the top right. They could be numbers, but they could be something else. It's another combination. It's just blank paper. I think it would be easier to read this later. Anyway. Seems like there's nothing else I can do in this area, so it's time to begin looking for the next. There's an elevator here, but I don't think it's currently functioning. It is functioning, but it seems like the door must have been locked. Well, I can tamper with whatever's left. There's a combination that's needed. Okay. Seems reasonable. Oh dear, this could prove somewhat difficult. Okay, so... is there any defining features for each one of these? No, it seems they're all the same, so one of them has to have the screw part that way. So one of them has to be like that. Then let's see. I don't think there's any proper formation of these, but I could just do that to make sure. Is there anything else here? There's a few more puzzles. Let's take a look at this one. It's one with gears. Ah, here it is. So the gear should be touching the other one. Should be like that. And then there's another puzzle there. That must be the other one. One, two, three from... So... it has to be like that? No. There's something else I'm missing here? There must be. Don't see anything else to click on, so... I think it's like that. I suppose we can just trial and error this. Oh, so it is open. Well, now that that's all done and said, it's time to meet the person who trapped us here. Or at least that's what I suppose. There he is. And now he's gone. Well, whatever's in there we need, so it'll be worth finding it. So there are 3 things at the corner. That opens 1, 2. Those are the primary killers, aren't they?
My sons, I promise to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must fulfill.
Hello, Atris. Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys. Your sons, Atris, Cirrus, and Achenar. Of course, they're not so little anymore, not so innocent. I thought a lot about innocence these last few years and what happens when it gets lost. Worried about relation? I have it. Worried about friends, relatives, people you can't get back. I know just how you feel. But if you want to do something about it, you're gonna have to open this device. And there's just one problem. I've changed the 3 symbols that do that. So if you want to reclaim relation, you're gonna have to take your own class. Find the 3 symbols, Atris. And don't keep me waiting forever.